city, strung out on lasers and slashback blazers, and ate all your razors while pulling the waiters, talking about Monroe and walking on Snow White. New York's a go-go and everything tastes nice. Poor little greenie.
I sincerely wanted to write musicals for the West End and for Broadway.
There's a fly floating around in my milk, and there's a foreign body in it, you see, and he's getting a lot of milk. It's kind of how I feel. A foreign body here, and I couldn't help but soak it up.
All the strangers came today, and it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, you pretty things, don't you know we're driving your mamas and papas insane? Oh, you pretty things, don't you know you're driving your mamas and papas insane? Let me say it again, you gotta make way for the Homo superior.
I wanted to be a musician because it seemed rebellious, it seemed subversive.
What David did was something that moved the culture.
His name was always funny, and he's strong and ass to stay. And she'd sigh like Twinkle Wonder Kid, and turn her face away. She's uncertain if she likes him, but she knows she really loves him. It's a crash course for the ravers. It's a driving Saturday.
David discovered he loved acting, and that fall he began studying with performance artist Lindsay Kemp, who had been taught by famed mime Marcel Marceau.
It was my initial fascination with mime and expressing things with facial movements and body talk. Then I wanted my body or my muscles to play an active part in the performance.
I was not a natural performer. I didn't feel at ease on stage. But I felt really comfortable going on stage as somebody else. And it seemed a rational decision to keep on doing that.
There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children use it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie.
In an interview in the trade paper Melody Maker, the flamboyant new star declared that he was gay.
I believe in my part all the way down the line, right the way down. But I do play it for all it's worth, because that's the way I do my stage thing. That's part of what Bowie's supposed to be all about. I'm an actor.
Time takes a cigarette, puts it in your mouth. You pull on your finger, then another finger, then a cigarette. Wall to wall is cold, and it lingers, still you forget.
And he would say things to me like, Niall, if you come from art, you'll always be art.
David is a master of embracing a number of disparate elements and then fusing them into something totally unique.
I couldn't decide whether I was writing characters or whether the characters were writing me, or whether we were all one and the same.
Like the leaf clings to the tree. Oh, my darling, cling to me. Oh, well, like creatures in the wind, and wild is the wind.
Los Angeles was one of the worst periods, I think, in my life, I think. I got into a lot of emotional and spiritual trouble there.
He told the story of waking up one morning in Los Angeles in the gutter, some gutter, he didn't know which gutter, and thought, if I don't do something about this, I'll die.
Right through the picture window, she spies the slinking vagabond. He curses as he passes a Ford Mustang. Heaven knows she take anything, but the beacon is tied up for nothing. Singing nothing, he cuts his hand. Showing nothing, it goes like a song she cries. Where have all my mosquitoes gone? All night he wants a young American. Young American, was a young American. And so all night he wants a young American. All the way from Washington, red window stares at the bathroom floor. Live for just 20 years. Don't let me hear you say life's taking you nowhere. Look at that sky, life's begun. Nights are warm and the days are young. There's my baby lost, that's all. Once I'm begging you save a little soul. Last night they loved you, opening doors and pulling some strings. Angel, then walk luck and you looked in time. Never looked back, walked home. I'll stick with you, baby, for 1,000 years. Nothing's gonna touch you in these golden years.
On Ziggy Stardust, and it could have come out last month, and it still sounds, somehow, it sounds pertinent, timely, effective.